So the homie Chris and I traveled up from the Tampa Bay region all the way up to Athens, Georgia region. I don't think this is exactly Athens. So we're up here in Georgia where the soil looks orange and everything is luscious. Everything is super rainy right now and it's freezing out. So shitty weather for today's event. But what's going on today is this Facebook group called Game Central Station. I'm actually gonna walk out in the rain for a sec. Game Central Station putting on a trade event, very similar to the kind of events that I do in the Tampa Bay area. Collectors come out to buy, sell, trade, and they're doing it in a way that I'd like to start doing it, where you get a better venue. Make sure to do it indoors for exactly this reason, and just charge people as little as you can get away with to cover expenses. You know, you don't want to be taking huge losses just to bring a community together. So it was only 30 bucks per table, 30 bucks to set up, and you get to piggyback off the foot traffic of the flea market itself. Although on a day like this, pretty unfortunate, it's not gonna be a lot of that. So let's get to the good stuff. Let's go inside and see what people have brought. But the guys putting this on, like the admins of the group, I got to meet a few years ago at Dragon Con in Atlanta, and I think at other cons too. Like, these guys are Georgia native, so I would I'd go up to do Atlanta conventions and have met those dudes in the past. So I say, yeah, I'll come up. It was like a 7.5, 8-hour trip, and got a car full of cool stuff. And Chris and I are procrastinating with setting up. It's kind of a little bit strategic, you know. It's like everybody wants those early bird deals, so why be there to provide them? We're here to hunt for them, and then when things settle down, we'll bring our stuff out. Try to do some trades. That way I can target also what I want from people, and if they see stuff that they want from me, I can be like, hey, I remember you had X, Y, and Z. Look at this. In today's video game economy, it's missing manual, but hey, black label disc and case, that ain't bad. Highly recommend this game. Saturn version is very pricey, but PS1 is affordable. I think there's no manual in this one, but that seems like a great deal on that too. Doing some filming if you don't mind. Capture some cool video games. Freezing. That's my biggest regret, is I failed to bring a jacket. So what I like about this event so far is, like, you don't see anybody trying to just dump their junk and take advantage of the cheap overhead. It's, again, only 30 bucks to set up. Like, you could have somebody just bring in their crap stock, just try to blow it out, but mostly quality like this stuff. Got a Vectrex set up. Oh, look at that. 3D dot arrows. Super rare.
Oh, the guy? Nice.
I want to see some spicy stuff. Let's find somebody with some high-end Some high-end. I was bummed out to find no manual. Such a snob for CIB.
Hey, what's up, man?
It's gotta be CIB or nothing. I'm doing some filming if you don't mind, Paul.
Yeah, no, please. I apologize, I got stuff everywhere still, but...
Oh, you take your time setting all that stuff up. It's kind of like it's clustered down here when I last looked. I have not been able to check this section out, so here's my first glance over. Find anything, Chris?
Rare beta. That's what I was asking, bro.
What is that?
Just a,
it's a sticker over something.
I like my games alpha.
Yeah. Oh, is this where you bought some manuals already? Looks like other good stuff there too.
There's a few good ones left. I've been
Condition
for most
picky
of
the back of the
stuff.
There's a Snowboard Kids 1 manual in there. You know what you're asking on that?
I don't. Probably not a whole ton of a lot.
Oh, yeah.
I can look at price charting and probably go a good bit below that.
It's funny. It looks like a Super Nintendo manual.
Yeah, black.
Yeah, I've had mine too.
The template.
People don't like it when you take your mask off, man.
TriStar.
Like it's bad marketing.
Bad marketing.
Yeah.
Resident
well,
Evil.
I'm not even joking. Like,
Check the cover over off.
It says 1885.
Those are titles I'm into. Okage, Shadow King. I guess I'm not into Digimon World 4, but
got your crystal on.
it's that kind of a game. Kind of a game that sells well at conventions. Oh, cool PSP. That stuff I'm gonna have to ask about for sure. Mostly Square stuff. Also, me and my Katamari. Ooh, Explorers of Time over there, Pokemon. That one's blown up. Got pricey. Alright, I better save some capacity on my phone so I can. Ooh, look at that. That's nice looking. But yeah, I want to be able to have some capacity for when I'm set up and dealing with people, being able to film. It'll be very interesting. Because I brought good stuff, man. I brought real good stuff. 3 Super Metroids. This is the loaded SNES section. Jeez. Let's see if I can find a gem. It looks like just top seller stuff. Just that high demand quality stuff here. Breath of Fire, Legend of Zelda. Yeah. Sometimes you just already know. It's like, hey, what would you do on Super Metroid, man? And it's like, guys got 4 of them. It's like, it's gonna be retail, man. Don't get your hopes up, Dave.
Yeah, the 10 on that one, if you load that one on the 10 it does work. It's a little gnarly looking.
Oh, Starblade Alpha, look at that. That's your grail of PS1 long box right there. That's cool. Alright, yeah, I'll save some for later. Starting to get a bit busier in here. Turn off the camera for about 30 minutes. 30 minutes went by and it's starting to get going. Picked up Togobot Plus, the Radical Reggie title. $3, no manual. I think it's still very cheap online too. Maybe some new old stock floating around for like $20. Makes CIB copies cheap, but they don't get listed too often. Like, this is a truly obscure, probably lowish print kind of game that just got very cheap at one point, and people are still kind of sleeping on it, is my feeling. So that's one I got my eye on big time. Thank you, Radical Reggie. Check out Bug Riders, man. I've never seen that before. This looks so Sega Saturn, so 32-bit era. Looks totally corny. A very bad game, but obscure. $10. There's no internet, no cell phone service out here, at least for AT&T. So everything's kind of blind. But that's kind of my rule of thumb: is if it's $10, even 15, just real obscure, never seen it before, like I don't need to check on that. If I like what I see and the condition's nice, you know, at a certain price point, it's just like why be calculated and thrifty and even check online. So that's kind of where my mind is at right now, is looking for that just cool stuff I've never seen that isn't expensive kind of thing. So I'm finally set up enough to let people start browsing. It's always kind of an awkward part about setting up when it's already going on. Happens all the time at conventions where it kicks off in the first, you know, you're there for like an hour in advance, and then an hour or 15 minutes into the convention opening up, you still got final touch-ups to do, but it's just not possible. It's so much more efficient if you just have like space to yourself, that 1 hour pre-event to get a setup going. So that's word of advice for anybody that wants to start selling at conventions and stuff. Like, you got to be pretty good and finalized by the time the floodgates are released. Otherwise, it's just 10 times more difficult. But I feel like I'm set up enough to let people browse and stuff optimally. You know, I don't like having stuff stacked up where it's a pain in the ass to get to it, because people are less likely to ask for stuff, and you gotta be fetched to let them look at it, kind of thing. But I had no other option, and it's fine. And these I'm just gonna try to fill as I get moments of opportunity. I got kind of some reserve rare stuff. I'm sure people are gonna spot it down here and ask. But like, I don't really want to sell Dreamcast stuff right now. I think it's a bad time to sell Dreamcast stuff. But it's here just in case I need it for a piece that I'm trying to trade for.
Auction ended. Pretty nice to see that.
That was auction style.
Yep.
Yeah, it was showing at 102.50 yesterday.
I might have pushed it up a bit.
Oh, somebody's shilling. I pushed it up a little bit. I was the $100 bid, and somebody eclipsed mine at 102.5, and that's a good final, good auction
the
value
last
there.
one like barely go over 130.
It's not bad for a couple homies that have 10 of them between the two of us. Africa. So yeah, when I get a moment too, I'll kind of just scan over my stuff, document what I brought to the very first Game Central Station trade event in Athens, Georgia. Really nice place to live, in my opinion, from what I've seen.
I love it. Oh, it's great.
Yeah, it's not, just the rolling hills and the downtown district looked really cool.
Fun routes.
So I'll try to document some deals that are done too, especially if I do trades. That's where it's worth documenting. If I sell something, it's just like, yeah, I sold it for what it's worth. But it's trades that are cool to document that age as well. 5 years from now, look back on trades that I did and cool stuff.
Second print, and it says like hot.
Come on, focus.
On like the corner.
So just did a cash sale, Fantasy Star Zero, Children Mana, Siren, $100 there. And then working on this deal, but I just traded for this, and I'm instantly going to retrade it over to a different person. I want this, but I got to resurface this disc. So if I can get that done, if it looks nice afterwards, that's a straight trade that I'm doing.